All right, Coach. Talk about moving up. First of all, talk about moving into the first year. Yeah, that's right at the bat. Yeah.
Yeah, just a short distance, but obviously there's a lot more that comes with kind of handling it. You know, making the decisions, living with the decisions that you make. You know, taking care of a staff as well as making sure that your program is getting everything that they need. It's been a journey. It definitely has been a journey, but I'm looking forward to many more memories and things like that.
The adjustment of coming in, installing the system, putting the staff together, how has that gone?
It's going. I mean, every day we have our challenges, but as a unit, we tend to come together and make a decision to kind of how we want to proceed.
Practice has started, what, week and a half?
Mm-hmm.
How are things looking?
Good, pretty good. I've been saying to a lot of other people, the thing for us is on the defensive end of the floor. I think that if we can take care of that and really, really buy into that, then it will transition into the offensive side of the floor for us.
How are the upperclassmen helping you with leadership and all, and bringing in new recruits and making the adjustment a lot easier for you?
They're definitely doing a really good job, and they started to kind of, I call it stepping outside of their box.
A lot of people don't like the leadership abilities. They've been accustomed to kind of like that's somebody else's.
And sometimes it can be uncomfortable, but they've all done a really good job in their own ways.
Non-conference schedule, do you accept it as it was and just moving forward?
I didn't have a choice.
Sometimes you can make adjustments.
It's really tough, but
everybody staying on there.
As I've been saying, you want to play against people who've been where you want to go. You know, as far as NCAA tournament, WNIT, any kind of postseason, that's a goal for us. So playing and matching up against people that have been where we want to go can only make us better.
What do you think of Conference USA? Now you've had time now to conversation with a couple of the coaches and all. What does it represent? Do you see it as a multi-bid league this year?
I do. I definitely do. It's a really good league with really, really good coaches. And I know we're competing against, each other night in and night out, but I enjoy, watching the film to kind of pick up stuff. I enjoy speaking with them just on not just basketball stuff, but kind of off the court stuff as well. A lot of really good coaches, a lot of really, really good players. I think we all do a really good job of recruiting. That only helps to enhance the league.
Just to give folks where your background is from, and where you played, how long you've been in this game, and what inspired you to become a coach.
Well, I grew up in Wilmington, Delaware. I attended the University of Delaware. Upon graduating in 2005, I went overseas to play in Portugal for a season. Came back, had a regular job, and then I got right into coaching. So I spent 9 years as an assistant at the University of Delaware. Had the opportunity to come down and be an assistant at FIU, and then kind of here I am as the head coach. The reason why I coach, it all goes back to the full picture and the full circle. I had really, really good mentors and coaches who took that role to kind of embrace me and help me to become a better woman, not just a basketball player, a better person. And so I think that part of my charge is giving back to the young ladies who I come into contact with, that they have the same or similar experience than what I had in college.
And the reason I asked that question because when you go out recruiting, either the parent or the kid asks the question, why should I come and play for you? And then you give a background. Mm-hmm. So what's recruiting? How's recruiting going for you? How are you being accepted once you open up the door and introduce yourself?
I think it's part of just, kind of presenting yourself and being completely upfront and honest. I went through a recruiting process, although it was quite some time ago, so I just kind of remember what I wanted in my recruiting process, and you want genuine people, and I assume as a parent you want someone who's going to take care of your child, once you kind of let them go. Take care of them, but then also allow them to grow. So you always have to be a good role model, you always have to be a good mentor, and you always have to be ready to step into that leadership role. And
lastly, your team as a whole, who has stood out so far individually in practice as far as taking the leadership role and saying, okay, mentally I'm going to just go with this. Basketball IQ has got to rise up and we got to move forward?
Mm-hmm. I have quite a few players, but I think the one that stood out to me the most is probably Tiana Alvarado. But Yanka Hedges has done a really good job. Christian Hudson has done a really good job, and I have some freshmen that are kind of, you know, they're starting to get it. They're trying to step into that role. But I tell them, if you can just get a little bit better every day, continue to be coachable, continue to give effort, and bring your energy, we're going to be okay.
And the buzz on campus with regarding women's basketball this year, how's it looking?
It's good. You know, we've taken it upon ourselves to get out, just starting with the campus community, to get to know people, have them get to know us a little bit more. And again, it starts with, when you're successful, people support. So we have to get ourselves to the point where we are going to be successful and competitive, and then the support will come.
All right, Coach, thank you for your time. This is Jerry Lee Wheeler Jr., the College Sports Report.